Understanding bone mineral density and osteoporosis is really important in understanding the disease progression and what you can do about it. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through how bone mineral density changes over age, how this relates to osteoporosis, and what you can do about it. Hi, my name is Hamish Gorman from Urobidal Exercise Physiology, and this message is important if you've been told you've got weak bones, been diagnosed with osteoporosis, or if you just want to understand how to take the best care of your body under different situations. So, bone mineral density is the amount of minerals that we have in our bones. You can think about it mainly in terms of calcium, okay, and how strong our bones are. The strength of our bones, though, changes as we age. So I'm going to show you a graph and talk you through how that works and what changes. Really simply, we're going to put bone mineral density on this side, and I'm just going to call that BMD. And then we're going to put age down at the bottom. I'm going to put a couple of key ages on here first as well. So we're going to put 30, and we're going to put 50. And they're the ages that we're going to use to kind of anchor our bone strength. We're going to talk primarily just in terms of men first and understand the curve, and then we'll add women in over the top. So we'll go boys in blue. So what we know happens is as we age and as we go through as a kid, born, puberty, kind of hit our 20s, bone mineral density goes up. It peaks at about 30, give or take a couple of years, depending on your activity levels, diet, and different factors. After this time, it plateaus and then slowly starts travelling down. And this happens naturally as we age, and it occurs in all of us. Now, the rate of change is dependent on a whole bunch of different factors, including genetic and lifestyle. These can be things such as what we eat, how much exercise we get, our alcohol consumption, our smoking habits, or even things such as medication. Now, looking at the way, so this is pretty simple and we know this happens. Now, if we exercise and have a good diet as a teenager, then we can bump this point up a little bit, but it will still come back down at much the same rate. If we don't exercise much as a kid or a teenager, then that might not be quite as high. And if we don't maintain these good lifestyle factors such as exercise through this, then our rate of decline can increase somewhat. I'm going to go in the red for women. So it follows a similar trajectory, though generally doesn't peak as high. It then follows the same downward trend, until we hit menopause around this 50 mark. The rate of decrease then happens significantly faster for women. We know that estrogen levels change how quickly we lose bone mass, and we can be losing about 2% a year after menopause. So osteoporosis, or the onset of osteoporosis, happens when our levels fall below a certain mark. Let's just call it here. Osteopenia is a little bit above that. And those marks are taken through the medical literature and depend on the amount of bones that we have, or the amount of bone strength or bone mineral density that we have at any one point in time. That's quite often looked at in the lower back or the hip. Now, those marks, whenever you have a test for bone mineral density or talk to your doctor will explain what those marks are and what they mean and where you sit. Now, we can see that due to the rate of decrease, women in the red will hit the osteopenia and osteoporosis marks earlier than men would. Now, these age groups do vary somewhat. We know, however, that we can do a few factors to change the rate that this decreases at, to spread that out and to stop the onset of osteopenia or osteoporosis. Now, the big things that we can change and make differences to are our diet, our exercise levels, any things like smoking and alcohol, these can all affect the rate of change and can help us prolong the strength of our bones, or to even maintain a bone strength for a much longer period of time. Now, some things aren't as easy to control, and that might be what you did as a younger adult or as a child, or the medications you're on. And so sometimes we need to take medications or certain medications to help boost our bone strength as well. And it would be really worthwhile, if you're at this point, to have that chat to your GP and see whether you're at a point where medication might be useful. So, just to give you a quick summary, what we can see here is that our bone strength starts lower as a child, it increases as we age, it peaks at about 30 for both men in blue and women, and it decreases then as we go past that point. The rate of decline is different for men and women, and this is primarily due to menopause and changes in hormonal factors. But there are some things that we can do to change the rate of that decrease. So if you're interested in learning more, please comment below or join our Eurobado Exercise Physiology community group to learn more about your health. We've also got a free osteoporosis handout. So again, if you just comment below and ask for the handout, we'll send it through, and hopefully that will help you take control of your bone strength, your health and fitness, and understand some of the lifestyle factors involved. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and hope to talk to you soon. Cheers.